Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello friends, it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. That's me, Debsy. Bloop, ba-doop. Okay, everybody, so it's Saturday. It is my second video of the day. I thought I would go through and tell you everything that I thought about this past week's episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I went through, I was talking, it was great. I wasn't recording, so here we go again. Now, this hair, let me just tell you, if I were on a Housewives franchise and they have their taglines in the beginning, you know, something really funny and witty, like this year Diana's is something like, what's better than having everything is more, or something stupid and materialistic like that. But this is what mine would be because of this hair. Ready? Wait. Okay, so this is how it would go. Messy hair? Do you think I care? That's what it would be, because obviously I don't care that it looks like a flock of seagulls landed in my hair and then just flapped away. So also, I just need to let you know, listen, if you ever see me going like this, it's because you can just see here up with my little T-Rex arms. You can just see from like here up, but underneath down here, I'm doing this. So if you see me going like this, it's because I'm doing this, because I have to talk with my hands. Okay, so let's start off. We started off the episode with Garcelle and her friend, Sherry Zambino. Now, Sherry Zambino is I believe it was Will Smith's first wife. I think I'm right. And they had gotten divorced, obviously, because he's with Jada now. And Will Smith and Sherry have one son, Trey. Is it Trey? I believe it's Trey. So, and then we found out that, and we found out this last year, that Garcelle had actually dated Will after he divorced Sherry. Now listen, don't say anything bad about Garcelle, because Garcelle did not actually even know Sherry when they were dating. So, and they introduced Sherry, but Sherry's not a full-time housewife. She's a friend of a housewife. A friend of a housewife is somebody that is like featured, but they're not given, like in this instance, they're not given the tag, they don't have a tagline, their name isn't shown, like anytime there's going to be something with a particular housewife, like Garcelle or Kyle or somebody, then they'll put up their little, you know, their name and them going like that. And if you're a friend of a housewife, a lot of times you're then made a housewife, because Sutton, not last season, but season 4, was a friend of a housewife and a friend of Lisa Rinna. And then last year she was given her time and she was made a full-time housewife. Kathy Hilton was in every single episode last year, just about, I think, but she was a friend of. So that's it. If I'm being completely honest, I would like for them to kick Crystal off and just replace her with Sherry. I like Sherry. And if we're talking about kicking off Crystal, I would kind of almost wish that they would kick off Crystal and put her husband, Rob Minkoff, on, because I enjoy Rob more than I enjoy Crystal. I'm not enjoying Crystal much this year at all. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't enjoying her last year at all either. So, and in awkward happenings, Diana Jenkins had sent a group text out to everybody ahead of Garcelle's 55th birthday party. Sent out this text message to everybody saying, listen, my doctor, because of the miscarriage, she had a miscarriage, because of the miscarriage, and we were just on vacation, and I did too much partying and burning the candle at both ends and running around and not getting enough sleep. My doctor's putting me on bed rest. He doesn't want me going out anywhere. I thought I wanted to send this text. I don't want to sound like a whiny biatch, but I don't want to sound like a whiny, she said, I don't want to sound like a whiny bitch, but I wanted to send this out in a text so that Garcelle, misspelled, wouldn't think I'm rude. Thanks. Send it to everyone, including Garcelle. Misspelled her name all over the place. So she's right off the bat, she's thrown shade at Garcelle. Listen, little spoiler alert, Garcelle doesn't care. Okay, next, Erica. Now Erica is doing a whole pull myself up by my bootstraps thing and trying to make her own money by introducing the world to extensions by Pretty Mess Hair. So I guess that's a thing. I guess now that the judge ordered her to give back her $750,000 diamond earrings that her ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband and disbarred lawyer Tom Girardi allegedly bought these $750,000 earrings using money from the client fund that was supposed to go and pay it back to victims. She has to give that money back, or she has to give those earrings back. So she's trying to raise some money with these extensions. Now I'm going to tell you, I typically do not like Erica at all. Did I like her first season? I did. I liked her first season, and after that, not so much. And last year, no. But there was a time when she was in this week when she was talking about her grandmother. And when she was talking about her grandmother, I didn't feel myself hating her as much, disliking her as much. She seemed a little bit softer and a little bit more like relatable. Like I was thinking, wait, could I like this person? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm not a fan of hers, but at that moment, just like when Rinna was talking about her mother passing, it made her look more human and like softer and more relatable. So that's just that. Now listen, the whole big thing this week was Garcelle's birthday party. So, and who was it? It was Sutton. Sutton had gone over to Dorit's house, and she had introduced the thought of maybe Diana is a sniper. Is she like a side sniper? You know, maybe she could be. And Sutton put out a really good analogy. Like when they were coming home from Mexico, and Sutton had gone up to Diana and said, on the private plane, and said to Diana, could I sit with you? And Diana says, no, you have to go back to your original seat. That's what she does now. You have to go back to your original seat. Meanwhile, everybody else was just sitting wherever they wanted to sit. And Sutton gave a really good analogy to that. She was like, it was like when you are in high school and you have your tray and you're walking up to someone saying, can I sit with you? And they are just mean and saying no. It was a good analogy because that's what it seemed like. Now, I am going to say, now she had said that Sutton said she's okay with Crystal, not okay with Diana. Here's what I think. Now, if anybody else has watched it like I watched it, I don't know if anybody that watches them as much as I do. I hope you do. But there on Beverly Hills, there's what's known as the Fox Force 5. And it's Kyle, Dorit, Erica, Rinna. And this year, I think the fifth one is going to be Diana, because I mean, all those other people I just mentioned, Kyle, Rinna, Dorit, Erica Jane, they all like her. And I think she's the fifth one in. And the Fox Force 5 is like the Mean Girls. So I think Crystal desperately wants in. And I don't think Crystal's trying to make fetch happen. fetch will ever happen for her. So the 55th birthday party for Garcelle. Okay, let me just put it out there. The WT, what the hell is this thing that Dorit has to show up in? I don't know if she's trying to make it like she's Kim Kardashian or something with this skin tight bodysuit with like the gloves that go the whole way down that attach. I don't know. I thought it looked like she was wearing a diaper a little bit on the bottom. She looked better than I ever could. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Then also, let's just bring it up, the dancing. Anytime there's dancing, I called it as soon as they were dancing. I said, watch, Kyle's gonna pull out the splits. Boom, down she goes, splits, does the splits, vagina out. Come on, come on. You can't, and she says, I have other moves. You don't, because all you do are the splits. So the big question was, listen, so obviously Diana is not going to show up. She puts this post out. She puts this text out. She's not going to show up. Trust me, she's not going to show up. Who shows up? Oh, that's right. Diana shows up with her Constantine Maroulis looking fiance with some hat and some fur coat on inside in Beverly Hills. Comes in, okay, and then there was a guy behind her with this beautiful arrangement of flowers. She comes in and she sees Garcelle and brings this, and this guy puts these down. She says, you have to see what I got you. Brings her over, beautiful white flowers, and then in the middle is a copy of this infamous book, this Room 23 book. Now, Room 23, from what I understand, it was a book of like some celebrities and some non-celebrities posing in like either like naked and covered up in strategic places or not, or I don't know. But there was a rumor that was floated around by one of these websites. And this is a rumor and this is alleged. Nobody come for me. I'm not saying this is what it was, but it's alleged. There was a rumor that allegedly this book was something of like a front for a secret call girl ring, and I think the phrase trafficking was brought up maybe, and then there were also pictures of Diana Jenkins meeting Epstein and Trump. So I don't know. Alleged. That's just what I read on the internet. So I'm not putting it out there. Alleged. This was alleged. So, and Dorit had asked about it in a few episodes ago, and had asked, oh, what about this book? And she shut it down and immediately was like, I don't want to talk about it. And then that's when afterwards, off camera, they were like, wasn't this a book that they thought was, you know, for a secret call girl ring and sex trafficking and this and that? Alleged. And Garcelle had said, I thought that was rude. I thought that was rude that you just, you know, totally shut her down like that when she was just asking this question. So doesn't Diana Jenkins come in with these beautiful flowers, has this book, and she says, oh, it's that book. It's a copy of my book, and I actually signed it for you. Who cares? Really? Listen, from what I understand, I think George Clooney was actually in that. I would be more impressed if you got George Clooney to sign it, not your stupid ass. If she wasn't on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I wouldn't know who the shit you are. I have never heard of her in my lifetime. Have I heard of Garcelle Bouveau before that? Yes, I did. I've heard of Garcelle before this. So I don't think she cares too much about whether you signed it or not. No, she didn't. She didn't look like she really cared that much. The fireworks of the evening commenced when Sutton pulled Diana away to talk to her separately. Well, that's when Diana flipped the switch and just completely changed. She had Sutton, and I don't know, Sutton could have done this differently and not had it come out not had Diana come out the way she did. But Sutton had asked, how are you doing? I was worried because, you know, you said you were on bed rest and now you're okay and it's a little confusing. I need you to explain it. Well, that's when Diana was like, nope, I'm done with you. And she called Sutton phony and boring. And the thing is she said, I can forgive everything except boring. So somebody can be anything else, but if they're boring, forget it. Okay, that makes no sense. So then Kyle and Garcelle joined them and they were talking about what was said. Once again, Garcelle called her rude again. And you know, Garcelle was like, you're a bitch and I'm leaving, so goodbye. And then Sutton called her an effing a-hole, and the whole time that was Diana. She had on this like an oil slick on her lips, and the whole time, if you're looking for a villain, here I am. No, no, ma'am, don't like her. Do not like her, but there are going to be fireworks to come, so. And I think if anybody can maybe handle them, it is probably Sutton and Garcelle, so we'll see what happens. So if you guys watch, please let me know. Please tell me what you think so far, and hopefully it's turning a corner and it's getting a little more juicy, because the start of it was a little boring with Crystal and all this now. So tell me what you guys think. If nobody has told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, hope, positivity, and acceptance out there in the universe, because we can definitely all use it in times like these. So everybody have a great day, and I love you guys. Bye.